Hey guys, this is Alrighty Then. And she didn't know we were recording, but we were. Alright guys, that was my lovely wife over there. Today I'm going to show you how to carve a watermelon and the way we like to eat it here, okay? You don't have to do it that way, but we like it that way. So, you're going to need a watermelon. And first things first is, how do you cut it? So I'm going to take one of my nice Shun Damascus steel knives. These are really awesome. They're sharp, man. Oh my God. Alright. Now, a lot of people like to dig into the watermelon really hard, and it takes a lot of power to do that, but you really don't have to do much. Just make an imaginary line across the watermelon and just barely stick the knife in it and just walk the knife around. Make sure you keep your fingers away from the blade. Okay, and just walk your knife around the watermelon, and it's just gonna open up. It's bursting. This thing is just wanting to burst right open. So look, I'm barely doing anything, and I just keep going around, and before you know it, look at that. That's it. The skin is already cracked. Don't have to do much. And at this point, look, it's going to break by itself. Let's help it out just a little bit. That's it. Woo! Easy. You don't have to do much. Let's put this over here. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my God, that is so nice. Alright, so how do I cut my watermelon? I'm going to use this little tray so that the water can soak right into it. I'm going to cut the top off first. Just a little slit where you can expose the red. And now I'm just going to go on the side, taking off just the green part. Turn it around. And do the same thing. See that? Now if you have a sharp knife, it does make it easier. And then if you ever need to clean any of it off, you can, right? You can then clean it off later. And look, not a lot of it comes off. It's super thin. It's a very thin layer. So don't worry. Just kind of go along the edge. Don't dig into it, because you can always clean it up later. See? If you don't take enough the first time, you can always come back and give it a little trim later on. Alright, that's getting full. Okay, so that's it right there. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and clean off just a little bit of the excess white stuff. You could leave it. It's not gonna make a difference in the taste, but if you don't like it, that's fine. You can just trim it off a little bit at a time. Oh, by the way, dogs love watermelon, and for our dogs, especially Cookie, she doesn't drink a lot of water. So by making them eat the watermelon, or by giving them watermelon, it helps them out by giving them more water so that they can have more water. It's a nice way to make them drink. You kind of trick them into drinking more water by giving them watermelon. And they love it. So what I'm doing is I'm just cleaning it up a little bit, making sure I take off all that the stuff on the side. Okay, I'm happy with that. So now I'm gonna take this bowl, which is almost the same size as the watermelon, right? And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start cutting slices about 1 inch thick, and then just putting them in the bowl. I used to cut it on the board and then I would quarter it like this. So you make slices this way first, and then you would make slices this way and this way, but then the water was dripping all over the table, and I was losing a lot of the juice, and I love that juice. So I'm just cutting it about an inch thick. It doesn't matter, you don't have to be so precise, and putting them in the bowl. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually cut it in here, and that way I preserve all the juices. Oh, that's beautiful. And the last piece right here. Now, there are a little couple spaces underneath that are going to fill in. So from here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make my cross cuts this way and my cross cuts like that. So I'll start at the middle, and it's super easy to cut this. Look at that, Charlie's right there, he's waiting to get some watermelon. Alright, so now that I have those cross cuts, now I'm just going to start these cuts on the side. Again, notice everything pretty much stays in the bowl. Woo! Charlie, here. Here, Charlie. Good boy. Here comes Cookie. Watermelon down. So now, as you can see, once you make all the cuts, everything settles in pretty nice. So we lost a couple pieces, but no big deal. Now, so the way we like to eat it is you're gonna take salt. What you could have done is as you were layering, as you were putting one piece of a watermelon on top of the other, you could have sprinkled a little layer of salt in between so that it's all nice and even, as well as putting chili and lime. This chili and lime combination is delicious. It's great. So we're going to take a little bit of salt. So you would have done this with each layer, but for now only the top part will be nice and salty. If you've never had watermelon like this, you have to try it. I highly recommend it. And then you take your chili and lime and just go for it, man. Don't worry about it. It's good. It's not going to be hot and spicy, but it gives it just such a good flavor. Okay? That's it. Now, as you eat this, you can add more to it, and then the juice inside becomes really limey and chili-y and just really good. So at this point, you can pass it around. Oh man, that is so good. You may want to put this in the fridge and let it cool before you serve it. But otherwise, bon appetit, guys, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Charlie, you're not gonna eat it? Cookie, come. Oh man, that is good. That is delicious. See you guys.